What's up guys, Bodybuilding Vegan here, and I'm going to take you through the do's and don'ts of the T-bar row. Hey guys, so I'm going to show you a few different things that you can do to make this a more effective movement. This is very good for hitting your lower back, your lower lats. You've seen Ronnie Coleman, you've seen Arnold Schwarzenegger killing these. I like them. They're not always in my programming. If I have a lot of deadlifts or rack pulls, I don't always do those, but since I hit legs yesterday, I want to do this today. I'm going to omit doing rack pulls and do this instead and get a little bit extra erector work and also really hammer my lower lats. So a few things that people might do wrong on this or might not do optimally. So one, using an attachment like this with this piece in the middle, there's a good chance that this is going to be off just slightly. So I would say if you have the option, swap this one out and grab one of these handles. These will fit snugly right in the bar. No forcing of you to go to either side. So whichever way is more comfortable for your grip. And then the next thing that a lot of people mess up on these rows is they'll use a full-sized plate. So right here, I have just a standing in place, a 10-pound plate. But what would be much better than your standard size plate is like one of these metal 25-pound plates. So what happens, if you look, this is a lot shorter. So when we swap it out, a couple things happen. One, bar goes closer to the ground. Gives you a little bit more room to stretch if you need it. But the big difference here is we can now pull this way higher than if we had that big plate, limiting our range of motion. So I like to do some 25. So how do we get set up for this optimally? If you're gonna use straps, I like straps. Get your handle, get your feet. We're gonna start at the feet and work our way up. I like to put my toes just about to where that plate lines up. That seems to work best for me. You might be built differently, but this is what works well for me. Next, we're gonna bend down. We don't just bend over, we're gonna bend at the knees, get our grip, and then we're gonna hinge at the hips. Think of this almost like an RDL. You could almost do RDLs here. We wanna hinge at the hips, stick our butt back, lower back is nice and tight. Be careful, you'll feel your hamstrings loading here, and then we're gonna wanna drive our elbows up and in close to our sides. Boom, pulling that weight right into, for me, this hits like the sternum of my chest. You'll see a lot of people load up real heavy and walk their feet back and do something like this. That's great for shrugs, great for traps. Not really what we're trying to do here. So again, feet about in line with the plate. Get real tight in your lower back, bend in the knees, unrack, and drive. So let me go find some more plates and I'll do a working set for you guys. All right, found some more plates. I did use some 35s, but since I built it out far enough with the 25s, they shouldn't really get in the way. What I noticed was it is getting heavier even further out. So to keep my balance, I'm actually have to bring my feet even just a little bit more close forward. So always do what feels best for you. These are just my general tips and advice. And now I'm just talking a lot to try and prolong before I start the set, procrastinating. But yeah, let's take you guys through a real set. I'm gonna try and work really hard on my bracing, keeping the lower back tight, and pushing the intensity. Ha! Come on. Whew. All right, and something I forgot to mention is when we're doing these, if you stand up straight, you're gonna be doing more of a shrug. The goal is to get your chest over that load, and that's what helps this load your back. So that's how I do T-bar rows. That's how you can step your game up. If you guys like this, please actually like it. Subscribe if for some reason you haven't already. Send this to at least one friend. Definitely Alex's codes. Bodybuilding Vegan out.